Yo, what's up guys, it's me Jake here, and as you can tell from the thumbnail and the title, I have a very big haul for you guys this month, and I cannot wait to show you guys this haul that I picked up. Before I get into that, I do want to know what you guys have picked up this month, so leave a comment down below saying what you guys picked up or your favorite pickups. You don't say all of them, but your favorite, or if you want to, you can say all your pickups, so just leave a comment down below. Let's get straight into this video with my Viz section. Now, before I start with my Viz section, I also do want to say that I did split up the Shoujo Beat and the Viz section to show people the Shoujo I picked up instead of just mixing it up with my Viz section. I wanted to give it its own section, so just saying, there most likely is more Viz down the line, but right now it's just going to be split up from Shoujo Beat and the Viz section, so that's just going to be said. I'm going to split it up, yeah. First series for my Viz section is going to be called The Night 9, though. Cannot wait to read this one. I have read up to Volume 8. I've yet to read this one. I kind of want to let volumes build up because there's a lot of tension going on. I don't want to be left at cliffhanger after cliffhanger, so I might go to wait for a couple more volumes, like maybe 11 or 12 volumes to be out, and then reread and binge till those volumes come out. So we'll see. Hopefully I enjoy this one. I hear very good things about this, so hopefully I like it as much as it is hyped for me, so we'll see. We'll just see. Now, one I hype up a lot, and I've gotten a lot of my friends into it, and they also now hype it up a lot. My Hero Vigilantes 13. This is one of the first things I picked up this month, and I am very excited to get into this. I have read 13 online already. I haven't, this is where I ended off, actually. I think it was volume 13 or 14 I ended off online, but this is just amazing. I'm very sad that it's ending on volume 16. It is one of the most depressing things I've ever seen. I've loved this series. I felt like it could go on for a very long time, but of course there was a time limit because it does start 2 years before My Hero starts, and as time goes on, you can't really do crazy amounts in those 2 years when they're going this fast in terms of storytelling, so I could see why it ended so early, but I wish it didn't. It was an amazing spin-off, and I definitely recommend this one, even if you do not like My Hero in general. Now, the next series I did pick up, this one also has a little bit of damage on it, kind of sad. I actually have a little bit of a story to tell with it in Spy Family 8. So I looked up all my Amazon orders, and I didn't see it, so I pre-ordered it. And then the next day, it was supposed to come out. Well, not next day, but the next couple days, it was supposed to come out. So I was like waiting for the shipment, like, oh yeah, it says it's shipped, and turns out it was already pre-ordered, and the new Amazon menu still sucks. So I accidentally have 2 of these. I had to return one. I'm very annoyed that I had to return one. Felt like it was just a waste of time and money because I literally could not find it, and it did not show when I looked up Spy Family or Spy X Family. It did not show up on my Amazon order menu. So please, Amazon, go back to what you used to have in your order menu, because for someone like me who pre-orders basically a year in advance, it's just very hard for me to tell when things are coming out. And I feel like it's just a very annoying and stupid way to do things now. You can't just go by when it's going to come out. It's when you order it, and I just don't like that. So please fix it. Now this volume, not this volume in particular, but this series did start some controversy in my most recent videos. And it's going to be Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible 3. If you don't know, I have 2 volume 1s of this series, and one of them is basically super destroyed. And when I threw my look back behind myself, I did actually like perfectly edit it and have it so I threw the damaged volume 1 behind me. And when I say damaged, I use it as a meme for videos. It's just my throw around volume that I used, so if I ever do those kind of things, I can use it. I don't know how I got it. I think it was an extra one that was already damaged from Amazon. I was just too lazy to bring it back, and yeah, so that's what happened. It's very much like the series, though. Definitely recommend it. Wow, I couldn't say very, so that's just insane. And now, one I've been waiting for so very long, and I think this was in my July or August haul, maybe, the full series. I think it was probably my July haul, so I've been waiting about like 2 months just for this volume. But I've actually been waiting for this volume ever since I picked up 1, 2, 4, and the spin-off, Dr. Stone 8. I wanted to get 3 and 8 before I got the rest of the series. Didn't turn out that way. I did get 3, but I didn't get 8. I got the rest of the series, read this one online while I was reading through it. I'm only on volume 13, so not all the way done, but I loved this volume when I did read it, and I also do very much love Dr. Stone. I did give it a little bit of a break, though, recently, because it's just a lot of words, and I just haven't been in the mood for that kind of series, even though I'm rereading One Piece, and you could say the exact same thing with how it has a lot of words, but I don't know, I just haven't been in the mood for Dr. Stone, so yeah. Next up is going to be a series I've been very much excited to read, and I'm going to give it 1 more volume before I start reading it, and I know that might sound crazy, because these are kind of like 1.5 volumes, I think they are. I think it's 1 1/4, 1.5. That's Dragon Quest Adventure of Dive 4. I love the covers. I love the art. It reminds me of like Dragon Ball and old school Dragon Ball, not like Dragon Ball Z, OG Dragon Ball. Very much like the art style, very much like the covers. This is probably my least favorite cover though. It does not look that good, but what can you do? But yeah, I do really enjoy these. I wished that they made these like the JoJo's volumes, the hardcovers, because they even have the like orange colored pages, and I feel like this would have been better suited as a hardcover, but they didn't do that, so I can't really say much, but they're very nice volumes. Next up is a series I've still yet to read, and I think these spines are becoming some of my favorite in my collection already. There's only 3 volumes, and that's going to be Alice in Borderland. I do not like the actual covers compared to the Japanese covers, I will admit that, but these spines and how they connect are very nice. I feel like, I don't know how many volumes are going to be coming out. I think it's 6 or 7. I think when they're all complete, and they have a lot on your shelf, I'm going to say this is going to look amazing on your shelf, and I cannot wait to see what they look like, because these spines, how it makes like a whole cityscape, it's very unique. I don't see any series having these kinds of connecting spines. Now I know you might say Goodnight Pun Pun or 20th Century Boy omnibuses. Yes, I could see that, but they're making characters. I mean, this is making a whole city, so I think that's just a very interesting concept and a very interesting looking one, and I do definitely think it looks very nice on the shelf. Now, this is actually the first series I've picked up multiple volumes of in this whole haul, and that's not going to be the first series. Trust me, there is a lot of series I got a lot of volumes for, and that's going to be Golden Kamuy, and I actually got 1 through 3. I actually left the stickers on, so I'm not going to show the back of these at all. But, very excited to get into this. I've been wanting this for a really long time, but volume 2 was kind of hard to find for a little bit, I believe. It was 2 or 3, so I kind of like left it off for a little bit. Then I saw these in my Newberry Comics, and Newberry Comics is actually doing a buy one, get one 50% off in store, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already. I think it's October 2nd to October 16th. I think that's what it is right now. I think it's how it's going. But I got these for buy one, get one half off, and I'm very, very, very excited. I know I technically bought these in October, but what can you do? I literally bought these the day of recording this. Hopefully I can get this video up by Thursday, but I probably will be able to. I'm going to try and edit it tomorrow and yada, but we'll see. Yeah, very excited to get this. I hear very many good things, and I know this just ended in Japan with 32 volumes, so I think we're near the end in English as well, so hopefully I enjoy it. Now, one I probably know I will enjoy, even though I hear mixed things about the ending, but I've loved this series so far, and I'm waiting for the last 2 volumes to come out before I just reread and binge it all. It's actually right here on my shelf. It's here. I could not find that. Beastars Volume 20. I think this is one of my favorite covers of the series so far. I think it looks really, really, really nice. I love the look of Louis and also Lei Goshi. Wow, I said that really weird, Lei Goshi. But then I also like the spine. I like the yellow with the kind of lime green. Looks really nice. Cannot wait to read it. And yeah, I'm going to wait for the last 2, which I think the last one comes out in January, if I'm not mistaken. So very much excited and also sad to see one of my favorite series ending, but what can you do? I know it ended like 2.5 years ago, and I think in Japan, or 2 years ago, so it's kind of sad to see it take this long in English to finish, but what can you do? In my eyes, it looks amazing for a Viz Sig on the shelf. I love the multicolored kind of text colors, and I really just like the look of it, so it's definitely one of the better white looking spines. And now my final Viz Sig, but not my final Viz series. That's going to be Look Back. Very, very, very happy to own this. I did read this the day it dropped a while back on the Viz app, because if you don't know, I do have the Viz app. It's only $2 a month. It's nothing crazy. And I did very much enjoy this. I'm probably gonna give this a reread very soon, because it'll only take me probably like 5-10 minutes. There's barely any words in this. Like most Tatsuki Fujimoto works, either there's a lot of words or there's like none at all. And this one doesn't really have any, so I can probably reread this very quick. And I also will say it's very thin for a series that has like 180 pages or something like that. It's pretty thin. Didn't expect that, but I also like how they made it a Sig. I think if they do announce Goodbye Eri, which they probably will very soon, I think the next announcements we're probably going to be getting that, because all Tatsuki Fujimoto works are going crazy right now, and also with the Chainsaw Man anime coming out very, 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 very soon, it's going to start blowing up, and I think it's going to be even more out of stock than it was when it started coming out, so stock up on your Chainsaw Man. I'm just going to say that now. But Look Back, very excited, and I hope we get Goodbye Eri soon. Now, the last Viz series I picked up, and I'm doing that because technically, you know, I think I said earlier, I have the Shoujo Beat section separated from this one. It's going to be almost all of Whistle. Now, I got all the not rare volumes. I got all 1 through 24 except 19 and 23. Very, very excited on this. I want more soccer series inside of English print, but of course, this is probably like the only one with like Sayonara Football, and I'm just going to say this right now. If you have not watched my most recent content, you probably don't know, the soccer series I'm talking about. But the soccer series I'm talking about is Awashi. I think we definitely need a print of that. But I want to get this. It has really nice art for most of the older soccer series. I really like the art style, and the covers are just very, very slick and clean. I like the look of them, and the spines are definitely very unique. I don't see many series with these kind of spines. Nowadays, at least, I don't see many series with these kind of spines. I do love the look of them, though. And I cannot wait to actually start reading this, but I want to start reading it when I do get the complete set, which is going to be kind of annoying because I know 19 and 23 actually go for quite a bit. And I've seen literally 23, no, I saw volume 19, I think, sell for like $60, and the spine was super sun damaged, and I just don't want to deal with that kind of spine. I'm not one of those people that can deal with those. I did very much just spend a lot of money to replace 2 of my volumes that I'm going to show off later down the line. And yeah, I am very, very excited to have Whistle. I want to have a nice mint set purely because these spines all together just look very, very clean. So yeah, hopefully I can get that very soon. I just need 23 and 19, so we'll see about that. And let's get on to my next section of this manga haul. The next section of this manga haul is going to be my yen press section. I didn't get a crazy amount of yen press that I do sometimes in previous months. I've gotten a lot of yen press. This month I haven't gotten too much, and to start it off with probably one of my only 2 manga series I have picked up from yen press. Did pick up a couple novels here and there, but it's gonna be Toilet Bound Hanako-kun -1 and 2. Just recently picked these up in the same haul as Golden Kamui. Very much cannot wait to read these, and I'm probably gonna actually buy the rest off Target because I know they're very cheap on Target. Actually, I think they're like $7 or $8, or maybe even a little more off Target with sales going on. Very much cannot wait for that. I might wait for Black Friday sale and just order them online from Target because I know then they're probably gonna be super cheap. So I don't know why, but Target just gets like a 20 or 30% off at all times on manga. It's very weird, but I very much enjoy that. So it's kind of like Right Stuff prices at Target, so I'm fine with that. And I know Right Stuff just added taxes, so it's basically like going to Right Stuff and picking them up anyway. So I might just get a Target with these, and they don't have many series. It's mostly like this and Komi, so very excited to pick this up, and I cannot wait to pick up more. Now, the next series I did pick up has a couple rare volumes, and I just want to get it before it goes out of print, because it has been a little bit out of print in the past, but nowadays I think it's pretty good, other than like 2 volumes. But I do have the whole series, and I did get it for under retail. A lot of these series I picked up, I did get under retail. I cannot speak right now, so I'm sorry if there's a lot of jump cuts, but yeah, and this was definitely one of them, and I'm very excited because one of the volumes does go for like 60, 70 bucks. It's going to be Akame ga Kill Zero. I got all 10 volumes of Akame ga Kill Zero. Volume 2 is the rare one. Very excited to have that. It's like mint condition too. I have the couple volumes I do need to replace. I think it's like 3, 5, and 7 I have to replace. The spines are just not that good. I mean, they look fine, but on the inside it's kind of a mess spine, I'll be very honest. But very excited to have this. I'm trying to get the full Akame ga Kill set because I did watch the anime a while back and I thought it was okay. So yeah, but I didn't actually read it, and I hear the manga is so much better. Plus, these spines are amazing. I love the Zero spines. I know the Akame ga Kill normal spines are not that good, so it's kind of annoying. And also, I know Hinawa ga Crush actually has pretty good spines as well, but I know they very much are different from these. And Akame ga Kill, I don't know why they didn't just keep black, white, black, white, black, white, or just keep the Akame ga Kill spines all the way through, but we'll see. Hopefully I enjoy this, and yeah. And that's it for Akame ga Kill Zero. Now, for a couple of novels I did pick up, and only like 3 of these I have picked up, but this one is one of them I'm very happy to pick up, and it's a Mint Volume 4 of Eden, The Empty Box and Zeroth of Maria. I'm very, very excited. Now, I only need 3 and 5. I know those 2 are still rare, but I'm going to say having a Mint Volume 4 that's like not damaged at all, there's a little bit of a crease on volume number 4, if you can tell, but it's not bad at all. It's like pearly white too. To be honest here, people sell these volumes for like 200 bucks, and they have spines that are chipped all the way down to here. It's very annoying, but I'm super happy to get my hands on a volume that looks nice, and hopefully I can do the same for volume 3 and 5. I know that one sold for volume 3 at like 60 bucks with volumes 1 and 2 as well. Very depressing, I know, and I did miss it by like 3 minutes. I was very sad about that, but at least I did get volume 4, so that's a plus. Another one I picked up, and I thought it was actually going to be way thinner than it was, and that's going to be Ishura Novel 2. Very excited to get into this one. I read online somewhere that this was going to have 180 pages. Turns out that that was false, because this has like 392 pages, and that's without like the afterword and all that. So yeah, this is a thick boy. And Novel 1 is also pretty thick, so I'm not surprised. Also, I love how they're going to have multicolored of these. I really like the multicolored kind of blocks behind the text, I guess you'd call it. Very nice looking, and cannot wait for more. They definitely are some of the better looking novels on my shelf, because most novels don't have that many good spines, but this one has a very good spine. Talking about novels with not good spines, this sucks because it's one of my favorite novels of all time, and that's Danmachi 17. For some reason, they made the picture on the spine bigger than every picture on every other spine. Like, the picture on this is like, you know, it ends here, but the picture on every other spine ends like here. Also, it's misprinted, so there's a huge white line. It's just very, very depressing to see, mostly because it's one of my favorite novels out there, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, hopefully I enjoy this novel. I'm trying to catch up more recently, mostly because the anime season 4 is coming out, and I know that's basically going to catch us up with the novels, or very close to it, so hopefully I enjoy this, and we'll see when I read it. Now, 2 more novels I did pick up, which are just to get my series kind of completions, and that's because one of these is rare, and it's going to be Baccano 5 and 7. 5 is actually kind of rare for Baccano. It's not as rare as 4 and 6, but it is definitely rare, but I still need 4 and 6. My only problem. I have to get the 2 rare volumes, so I have a huge L on my hands. At least I can start collecting the other volumes for those get hard to find as well. I'm going to probably get 3 very soon as well. But, yeah, I definitely need to try and get 4 and 6, because I know what the End Press says. Oh, but we have them available digitally. You can always just buy everything and then buy those digitally. No, I don't want gaps in my series. I feel like every collector has this, where when you have a gap in a series, it just does not fit. It just does not look right, and I don't know why End Press is fine with it. I don't think any publishing company should be fine with it. If you have a series that's a lot of it out of print, and a lot of it's still ongoing, and you still have a lot of it's out of print, like 3 to 4 or 5 plus volumes out of print, why are you even printing this series? Because people can't even catch up to it without spending like 10 times over retail. Like Triage X, perfect example. Haganai, a perfect example. 7 Seas and the End Press just do this, where they make these series, start printing them, and then halfway through it, they just stop printing half the volumes, and it makes it impossible, even though it's still ongoing. I don't get why they do it, and it's very annoying, so please just fix this. Next up is going to be my Kodansha section, and I'm actually very excited for my first pickup in my Kodansha section. It's one I've been very much wanting for a really long time, and it's actually the first shoujo I've picked up. I know I said explaining the shoujo up, but that's the Shoujo Beat stuff. This is just a Kodansha volume that is a shoujo, and that's going to be My Little Monster. I believe this is shoujo. Don't get me wrong, I could be very wrong, but I believe it is. I've been very much wanting this volume for a really long time. It hasn't even been that hard to find. It's more about the damage. This I also got at my Newberry Comics. It basically is mint condition, white spine, white everything. And also the spine looks really, really, really nice. I really like the look of it. It's not one of those ones that has like the dent or it's very misprinted one way. A lot of My Little Monster Volume 1s have damage on the top of the spine, or the one is like barely even on the spine and it's very misprinted. That's all the ones I find. But I'm happy to finally have Volume 1 that's not like that. Another one I am very excited to have, and I'm going to start very much binging this very soon, because I cannot wait. That's going to be Blue Period 9. I've only read like the first 3 volumes. I've been continuing to pick it up because I very much love those 3 volumes a lot. And I don't think this is going to be very much different. So hopefully I enjoy it. I very much love the covers too, and the spines. I really like the spines, even though they look like waves. That's what this is what they look like. And I think I was on Weird Bros story a while back, where you got a shelf, and literally some of the volumes fit perfectly, and the other volumes could not even go into the shelf because they were too tall. It's very weird, and I think Kodansha should fix that, but they're never going to. It's just a problem with all their volumes, and it is very, very annoying. And this is going to be a short section, but my last thing I did pick up from Kodansha, and one I'm very excited to read, but I might also give it a couple more volumes, because I might wait till there's a lot of volumes, and when the anime comes out, because that anime just has crazy animation. That's Shangri-La Frontier. If you have not seen the trailer for this, I think there's 2 trailers. If you have not seen any of them, please do yourself a favor and watch them. This just looks so good. I'm going to be very honest, that anime just looks amazing. I don't know what they did, but they're making this isekai look like it's going to be probably one of the best isekais we've been given. So, I very much cannot wait for that. Now, that's high praise for someone who very much loves these isekais, like Eminence and Shadow, Re:Zero, Mushoku Tensei. I love me my good isekais, and I'm very much leaving a lot of them out, but yeah, this looks like it's not going to be that much different. Now, the next section of this video is finally going to be the Shoujo Beat section. I have been wanting to get into shoujo for a little bit, and I have finally started picking up a lot of shoujo this month, so I want to show these off. First of all, I got one of them that's been very, very highly praised, and I've seen a lot of good things about, and that's going to be volumes 1 through 4, which is currently up to date. I know volume 5 is coming out, I think, this month, so I'm probably gonna, I think I have it pre-order already, so don't worry about that. And that's going to be my love mix-up. Yeah, here's the way the cover goes. I think these covers look amazing, and I very much was just like very excited to get this. I very much wanted to get this purely because the artist is, I think, the same as My Love Story, which is another series I very much want to pick up. But I love the art for My Love Story, and I'm gonna say this right now. I skimmed through it, and I love the art of this. Cannot wait to read it, and also the whole synopsis from what I've seen is definitely one that intrigues me a lot. I definitely think this will probably be one of my favorite series when I finish it. Now, these 3 volumes are not the rare volumes to find, but almost every other volume of this series goes for like 60 bucks. And I've missed like 16 seals I've seen already for the series. Kami-sama Kiss 1 through 3. This is one of the ones I've been really wanting to pick up because it's rare, and I also hear very many good things about it. It's 25 volumes long, and its first 3, and I think 14 and 15 are not hard to find, but everything else is at least $35, so it's crazy. And a lot of the later volumes go for like 100 to 150. I see why you shoujo fans hate the scalping. It's very annoying because a lot of these big series just didn't get that much print. I'm gonna say that very honestly about Kami-sama Kiss. I guess they didn't have that much print, and I'm very much wanting to get it because these spines and even what I hear about the story and the art looks great. So hopefully I enjoy it. And actually, I've talked to a bunch of my friends who actually only read shonen, and they said they love this. So we'll see how I enjoy it. So yeah, cannot wait to read this. Now, I don't know where this art style looks super familiar to me for. If this person made another work, please comment this down below, because I definitely recognize this art style, but I just don't know where it's from. I love the spine, and I love the cover of it, and it's Shortcake Cake Volume 1. I think Volume 2 is a little hard to find, but I'm going to find it anyway. I think it's not terrible. I think it's like 15, 20 bucks. It's not crazy. It's really not that bad. So I think everything else is still perfectly in print, so it should be fine. So I'm probably going to pick up 2 very soon, and then pick up the rest of it when I read the first 2. Very much cannot wait, but I definitely just, I don't know. I feel like I've read a series with this art style before, and I just don't know where it is. I don't know what it is. I've never seen this manga's name, but if they made something else, just please comment this down below, because I'm very interested. I did read the back of this volume, and it did seem very interesting. Here it is for you guys. Hopefully it focuses. But yeah, very much cannot wait to read this one as well. The next one I did kind of spoil on Twitter, I will be very honest. But the reason I spoiled it on Twitter is because I always see it everywhere, but I never see anyone talking about it. And then one of my friends said this one of their favorite shoujos coming out right now, and it's one of their favorite shoujo mangas. And when I looked through it, the art looked really good, so I definitely want to pick it up. And it's Daytime Shooting Star. I don't know how many volumes there are out currently. I think there's like, I've seen 13, I think. I think it was 13, that was the latest one I saw, but I don't know if it goes longer than that. I'm very blind on this one, but I definitely am very excited because they said it's one of their favorite ones coming out recently, and also one of their favorite mangas. So maybe I'll check out some of their more works, and I don't know if they have any more printed, but I'll probably check them out. If I like this one, I'll probably check out some scans and see if I like any of their other stuff. Now, this one I'm actually up to date to. I've read all of these volumes. I cannot wait to read this one. I know I said I was up to date. I haven't read this one yet, though, but I've read volume 1 and 2, and it's Imikoi. I thought it was pretty decent. I think it's definitely a faster paced one. It's more one of those like cutesy ones, I will be very honest, but I do enjoy it. I think the art is very good, so I cannot wait to read more. I also think these are some of my favorite spines in my whole collection. If you don't know me, I'm a stickler for a good spine, so even if I don't like it, I'll probably continue it if it has a very good spine. And I know these have slow releases, so it's one of those ones I can just buy every once in a while, and I don't have to remember a lot of the story, and I can just read it and have fun with it. So yeah, that's Imikoi Volume 3. Now, the next one I've seen in not really many people's collections. I really just don't see this anywhere. And it's made by a manga who's made a very big series, and they have probably made one of the bigger shoujos of all time. And the series that they did make is Our Horror Ride. If you know anything about that manga, it's Love Me, Love Me Not Volume 1. Just because of the manga, I definitely want to pick this one up. I love the spine design as well. It's very similar to Our Horror Ride. If you don't know, Our Horror Ride has some of my favorite spines in my whole collection. I love those spine designs. Even though it's like the basic white design, I really like how they multicolor their text. I also really like the font they use, and I think it definitely is very different from Our Horror Ride's font, but I like their font choice in this one as well. And I will say it is definitely very different from a lot of the Shoujo Beat spines. As you can tell, I'm kind of trying to avoid the basic Shoujo Beat spines. I don't really like those ones at all. I'm trying to get the ones that don't have the basic spine designs. I'm not trying to be mean, but I feel like a lot of shoujo collectors know this, that Shoujo Beat does a lot of the same exact spines, and it is very annoying, and I definitely can see how people don't like that, and I don't like it myself, so I feel sorry, but there's not much we can do. I do want to pick up some, though, like Gentleman's Alliance, I do want to pick up, and I might try and pick up Skip Beat, I might try to pick up the first couple volumes, see how I enjoy it, but I don't know if any of those volumes are hard to find, but yeah. There's a couple more I do want to pick up, like Kaze no Hikaru, I think it is. I can never remember the full name, but I do want to pick that one up. I know that a lot of those are very hard to find as well, but I do definitely want to pick that one up. And yeah, that's the main one I do want to pick up, so yeah. That's it for my Shoujo Beat section, though. Now, for my 7C section, this is a series I've been wanting for a really long time now. I don't have all of it for right now, but technically tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to end into this video or if I'm just going to show on my next haul, I will be getting the rest of this. I'm very, very excited because I got this for under retail, and that's Masamune Nekun's Revenge. I actually picked up the whole series in a different lot, basically, other than Volume 10. I did pick up Volume 10 on Amazon, but it was very annoying because I got 2 lots of, like, the first 9-ish volumes, except Volume 7, because Volume 7 is very rare. And I basically got very annoyed because I already bought these, and then I saw that lot, and I had to pick it up. So I'm going to probably be selling these soon, but we never know. I have a lot of extra volumes, though, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 currently in my collection, but I do have all 1 through 11 coming in, so yes, I'm very, very excited. I cannot wait to finally have this complete, because I've been wanting this basically grail for a really long time, because a lot of these volumes are pretty hard to find, and Volume 7 is going for like 150 by itself. So, getting the whole series for under retail is a steal. Now, one I did read the first volume of, kind of enjoyed it quite a bit, because the art style was very unique, then kind of just didn't read that much of it, and the volumes just keep coming out, so I'm gonna have to binge it very soon. That's Into the Deepest, Most Unknowable Dungeon Volume 4. They are just cranking these volumes out, man. I feel like it's every other month when these are coming out, and it's very annoying because I want to catch up, but they keep putting more volumes out, and I like it because if I like it a lot, I have more volumes to read, but if I don't like it, then I'm gonna read more volumes that I don't like. So, I don't know what to say. I have to catch up. That's basically all I'll say for this. Cannot wait to read it. Now, one I just recently picked up as well, and I also cannot wait to read because it has one of my favorite, more unique art styles, and also the cover and spine design just is amazing, and that's Momo the Bloodsucker. Love the spine design as well. I think that these are going to be multicolored spines because from what I've seen of the future covers, the spine for this one shares the same color as the girl on the cover, and if it does the same thing for the more later volumes, I think the next one's green and the third one's yellow. So if it does that, then it's gonna be pinkish purple, I guess. Pink. I would say purple. Purple, green, yellow. I think that'd be a very cool kind of spine design. Also by itself, it just looks nice. And yeah, cannot wait to read it. I actually hear quite good things about it as a very underrated manga, and I know I'm not the first manga YouTuber to talk about it, so cannot wait. Now, one thing that makes me sad is that this is the second to last volume of this series, but one thing that makes me even more sad, Darling Frames 5 and 6, why did they put this girl in the spine? I thought they were going to put a bunch of the main girls like 02, Ichigo, Kokoro, etc., on the spine, so why is she here? 7Cs, I want you to explain this to me, like this decision. She's barely in this volume. She's barely in the story. Yes, I get it. She's one like the pilots of one of the other like Zero Blank. I don't know the actual name. I haven't read this volume and I haven't watched the anime for a little bit, so I kind of forgot the name. But why? Just keep it to the main group of girls. I don't get why you did that. It just looks like an edgier 02, if I'm being real honest, if you can see that. I have no... I'm boggled. Mind boggled. And the last one, I did spoil this on my story a while back. Very, very excited to read this one. It's probably the next thing I do read out of everything. It's going to be Blue Giant Volume 1/2. I definitely am very excited. I was going to read this a while back, but then I made my video that's coming out next week. I've been pushing this video back. I have it recorded. It's just a pain in the butt to edit. So it's coming out next week. Don't worry. I have a bunch of big videos coming out in the next couple weeks, and I cannot wait to show you guys these videos. I think they're some of my favorite videos I've ever made. So hopefully you guys enjoy those. The next video is reading every manga that I've been recommended. I cannot wait for that video to come out. I think it's a very good video, and I cannot wait for the rest of my videos to come out, but That's off the point. Blue Giant Volumes 1, 2, my last 7 Seas volume, and also my second to last section, actually third to last section. I have one section that's basically one series by itself, but it's pretty long. So let's just get on to my second to last section. Now, my second to last section is Tokyopop. Now, I don't pick up many Tokyopop series, but this is a series I've been wanting for a very long time, and I found a set for under retail, so I picked it up. Get backers. Now, I know this isn't all the volumes. I cannot hold 25 volumes in my hand, but I think these have some of my favorite covers in all of manga. These covers are very interesting. Love the color designs, color schemes, I should say. Like this one, fire. Cannot wait to get the last 3 volumes. I know I said I got the complete set, but Tokyopop separated Get Backers into the regular series and into a spin-off called Infinity Fortress, which concludes the last 14 volumes, but they only printed 3 volumes, so it has the first 28 volumes. It doesn't have all 39. I don't know if I need the Infinity Fortress to finish this series. Hopefully I don't, because so far I cannot wait to start this. This is probably going to be another thing I read very soon, because I liked Volume 1 a lot. Gave me a really nice, super sick, old school battle shonen vibes that I was very much needing when I read it. And yeah, this art style, it actually is amazing. When you read some of the volumes, you can tell that this art is some of the best old school shonen you'll see. And I'm very excited to read this. I hear very good things about the few people who have read it. So having this complete set is one of the grails in my collection, because a lot of the later volumes do go for a lot. And I will say this right now, this is the one of the 2 volumes I had to replace very badly. My volume 19 and 20 were very badly water damaged coming in here. Got this, and it is mint condition. I love it. I got this from a half-price books in like Texas. I don't know the exact location, but I'm very happy to get that one. I also got a volume 20 replacement because my volume 20 was pretty bad as well, and it is also mint, so I'm very happy that my whole set is basically a fully mint set of Get Backers. And yeah, I am very excited. Like I've been saying, this art is just very good, and I think it's one of the most unique cover designs, and this is, I'm very excited. My only issue with any of my volumes in my 23, as you can tell, it's a little bit misprinted, but if I really want to, I can get that replaced in the future. But to be honest, I don't really see a need to. It's not that bad, so I might just keep it like that. So we'll see what I do in the future. But yes, on to my final section of this video. Now, my final section is like a miscellaneous publisher, purely because I've only picked up probably like 1 series from this publisher, or it's just not a big publisher. And that's going to start off with Vertical with Del Toyo with Miss Nagatoro 12. I know, I could have put this in my Kodansha section because Vertical is bought out by Kodansha, but I decided to keep it in the miscellaneous section. I don't know. That's just what I do usually with Vertical volumes, and I am very excited to read this. I've actually yet to read Volume 11, and I think I have also yet to read Volume 10. Actually, no, I have read Volume 10. I have not read 11 or 12 yet, though. So I might reread a lot of it, purely because I do love Nagatoro, and I do love my rom-coms, but we'll see how I enjoy this. Hopefully I enjoy it, and I also am very happy that we're kind of separating it from like the blue spines, blue-green spines, because we've been getting a lot of blue and green spines throughout the whole series, so getting an orange one definitely spices it up and makes these look so much better on the shelf. Now the series definitely needed to go in this miscellaneous section because I only own 27 other volumes from this whole entire printing company, and that's one other series, and that's Nagima, and that's going to be Del Rey. I got School Rumble 1 through 4. You probably can't tell in the video, my Volume 4 spine is destroyed. It is very bad. The plastic that's covering the volume is actually peeling off of it. Very annoying. I'm probably going to get a replacement for that whenever I can, but this is a series I've been wanting for a while, but I just didn't want to go into it because I know the first 16 volumes got printed in English, but it is 23 volumes long, and it kind of just annoys me having a complete series in English that isn't finished in English, if you know what I mean. But hopefully I can get the rest of this set. I know I can get not all 16 easily. I think the first like 10 to 11 are not that bad, and then once you get past that, it's just kind of hard to find. So hopefully I can finish this set, because this looks like something I'll very much enjoy, but it is quite wordy, so we'll see how I enjoy it. But yeah, definitely one I cannot wait to read. Now for a little bit of a spoiler for my next video. If you made it this far, you deserve a spoiler for my next video. This is one of the higher rated ones in my reading everything I recommended, and that's going to be Apothecary Diaries Volume 1. I know this is a novel to manga adaptation, so I didn't have high expectations going into it, but when I did read that volume, it was good. It was so good, man. I did very much enjoy it, and I cannot wait to read more. And I think there's 6 volumes or 7 volumes out in English currently, and yeah, this is a Square Enix print. It is the size of a 7 Seas volume, and I cannot wait to read it, and yeah, very excited. And the final volume of this manga haul, so many manga were shown in this haul, and I'm very excited to show all of you guys this, but it's going to be Mob Psycho Volume 1. I don't even really like the art for 1 series, but when I say these covers are fire, I definitely very much want all of Mob Psycho in my collection. It is a Dark Horse series, and I know you might be saying, oh, that's not a small publisher, yada. They're a small publisher because they hate money. That's my thought process. They do not like their money. They do not want to make Gantz Deluxes. They don't want to do stuff that would get them a lot of money. So, yeah, Dark Horse is a small printing company, but Mob Psycho 100 is definitely a great print. And I definitely cannot wait for more. I think it's on volume 9 now of 16. I think 16 is the last one. But I know, like, in between volume 7 and 8, there was a huge gap, like a year and a half. And I don't know what was up with that Dark Horse. The series has been finished for a really long time. So, I don't know. They said to get back on it, but very excited to get this. And that is actually it from Manga Haul. If you did enjoy, please go down there and hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you have not already, go down there and comment what you guys got this month. But yeah, that should be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace!